Hi, everybody. Are you happy to be here? All right. I ask that you all please rise for the national anthem to be sung by Abby Sitt, Emily O'Connell, and Carly Alden.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of the Mount Ida College Board of Trustees, I call this the 118th commencement of Mount Ida College to order. And it is my honor, please be seated. It is my honor to introduce the president of Mount Ida College, Barry Brown. He needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway. A highly distinguished professor, higher educational administrator, and a lawyer. President Brown has a deep-rooted commitment to excellence in higher education, and much of the energy around campus stems from his devotion and efforts to revamp, expand, and invigorate the quality of student life and engagement on and off of campus. Please join me in welcoming the president of Mount Ida College, Barry Brown.
How's everybody doing? We're going to start this wonderful celebration today with an invocation. Delivering today's invocation is Rabbi Elise Winnick. She's the Director of Adult Learning at Combined Jewish Philanthropies, an organization that serves the greater Boston Jewish community through education, charity, work, and advocacy. Rabbi Winnick served for almost 9 years as a member of the multi-faith chaplaincy team at Brandeis University, her alma mater. There she helped facilitate a dialogue on campus to enrich the relationships among different faith communities. At Brandeis, Rabbi Winnick created an interracial student internship program, introduced an outreach, and moved forward programming focused on inclusion of LGBTQ students, and built a program that was hands-on in its social justice agenda. We have a tradition at our commencement honoring diversity and inclusion in many ways. One of the most significant is to acknowledge the range and depth of our spiritual community. Please welcome Rabbi Winnick. We're very grateful that she has joined us today. If you would rise, please, for the invocation.
Source of life, how wondrous and how awesome is this day, a day of beginning, a day of potential, a day of hope and anticipation. We are grateful for the challenges and the pitfalls, the mistakes and the missteps, and for our ability to leave them all behind. We celebrate each page and each beaker and the tap, tap, tap of our keyboards. We give thanks for the sleepless hours, the late night laughter, the honorable debate, and the hugs when there were tears. Through all of this, we have come to earn and own this day, overflowing with joy. Grant the sweetest of blessings upon these graduates as we prepare to send them off on their chosen paths. Strengthen the hands of those who love them, a network of caring and support as they emerge into an uncertain world. Inspire the work of this college and all who serve it, so that they may continue to pursue wisdom in the service of peace and justice. May these graduates heed the words of the modern-day prophet Abraham Joshua Heschel, who said, "Let them remember that there is meaning beyond absurdity. Let them be sure that every deed counts, that every word has power, and that we can all do our share to redeem the world in spite of all the absurdities and frustrations and all disappointments. And above all, let them to remember to build life as if it were a work of art." Holy Blessed One, bless and protect these graduates. Shine your face upon them and be gracious to them. Bestow your favor upon them and grant them peace, to which we all say, Amen.
We have a really wonderful speaker as our honorary degree recipient, one of our honorary degree recipients today, but I get to say a few words to you now. That's a very cherished thing for me. We've been a part of each other's lives for 4 years, and this celebration is one of, at best, mixed emotions in seeing you leave us and go out into the world. Hanging on a wall, office wall in Shaw Hall across the way from this tent is a very large 4-foot square photograph of a beautiful farm that existed in 1917. Where this tent stands is a broad open field where the vet tech labs are located. Cows are hanging out doing, I guess, what cows do. And where the design school and athletic building are now sits a thick forest running all the way to the Charles River. It's a true scene from another era. Bucolic and pastoral, and it's an era that's long past and won't return. If you stare long enough at that photo, it is really enticing. There's Nahanton Street with no traffic. There's Shaw Hall with formal gardens straight out of Downton Abbey. But even in this moment that's caught on film, if you look really closely, is the impending thunder of change. Trees are being cut in the forest. At the edge of the photo, tiny automobiles are running along Dedham Street. And just below Longfellow Pond, there's the first sand traps of what will become the Charles River Country Club. As humans, we're ambivalent about change. We're sentient creatures, and we're conscious of the world around us, and that consciousness produces both joy and fear. On one hand, we count on the world being stable and predictable. We want our homes and families and friends to be there for us, our landscapes to look familiar and comforting, our grade school and our neighbor's house and our old soccer field to be right where it has always been so that we can return to those places when the world gets to be unstable. But sameness is also not very satisfying to us. It's too predictable. We need change, we need progress, we need growth, and we need movement. Keeping the things as they are is not what we as humans are about, as comforting as that may seem. How do we manage that duality? It is, in fact, built into us, embedded in our genes and DNA. We experience it every day at this wonderful college, with each of you as our graduates, each and every day for the past 4 years. It's simple, really simple. We teach you the past and the present, and you teach us the future. How great a deal is that? It's so great that it keeps me and all of us amazed every single day. You made us uncomfortable every day, and we love it. Yeah, you did. You designed fashion out of rubber balls and paper towels, and they're beautiful. You run lacrosse, basketball, and field hockey plays just a little differently than your coaches told you to. And then you do that and crush LaSalle and Emmanuel. Yeah, right. You've lived through the tragic passing of a dear friend and classmate, and you've shown each and every adult on this campus a level of compassion for Mike and his family that's the true spirit of this college. You challenge us on gender and bias and race, on love and friendship and sustainability and diet. Yeah, we can't stop you from defining pizzas and fries and cheeseburgers as part of a healthy diet. You embrace the importance of education of small children. You save animals in Utah and Belize. You make pathways for students at West Roxbury High School. You travel to countries that never heard of Mount Ida, and you make friends for life. You mess up so much. You're too loud, you're too funny, you're too passionate, you're too strong, you're too smart. You're so giving, you're so kind. You're, in fact, everything that you should be. And we're so very, very proud. Few people need to stand today to be recognized who had a lot of impact on what you've done. So you can stop looking behind me and maybe with me recognize these people. To my left are that is my left, the wonderful faculty. If they would stand, please, to be recognized and acknowledged by our students. With me, too, on this stage are the Board of Trustees, and I'd like them to stand and be acknowledged by you as well. And although we're going to recognize you again, I'm going to ask the folks in the bleachers back there to stand up. Parents and families here today, if you would stand, we are grateful for the trust that you have placed in us. Come on, stand up. We are grateful for the trust that you have placed in us and for allowing us to share your children for the past 4 years. We applaud you for the sacrifices and caring that you have made as your children have progressed to this moment. We now return them to you as leaders and thinkers and doers, as kind and compassionate as when they first stepped on this campus, but now eager to shape the world. Mr. Provost, I'm about to turn these proceedings over to you as the Chief Academic Officer of the college. But I leave our graduates with these words. You came to us without a voice and have gained one here. You leave us today with minds and hearts ready to take on the world and to guide not only your own, but our future. Please don't underestimate the strength of your mind and character. We put our full trust in you now as you did in us 4 years ago. We wish you every joy in life and Godspeed. And oh yes, go Mustangs! Stand next to me. You. Now the real stuff begins. Now my honor to introduce Provost Ronald Akey. Provost Akey will serve as host and officiant for the remainder of this ceremony. Provost Akey came to Mount Ida College in 2001. As an adjunct faculty member, he soon became associate professor and director of the School of Business. He assumed the role of vice president for academic affairs in the fall of 2012 and provost in the fall of 2014. The changes in the academic environment at this college have been through his tremendous efforts over the past 5 years. It's my pleasure to welcome Provost Akey.
Thank you. My favorite day of the year. I worry every day, are they learning? Are they learning? And then, no, John. Then the day comes and I see they learned. They learned. So my heart is full as I look at all of you. And wow, we have so many graduates today. This is great. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be with you as you're about to embark on lives of purpose and meaning and success. And I know each and every one of you is going to achieve that. On a personal note, this is a really special day for me because you were the first class that we ushered into the college in my role as provost. And in fact, I said to Laura DeVoe a few minutes ago as we watched you process, I feel like we're watching our chicks. And they've hatched. So it's a very special day for both of us. Parents, you may remember 4 years ago at the academic convocation ceremony when you dropped off your students, I asked you to take a mental picture or a real picture of your student to keep and to do the same thing 4 years later when they graduate, so that you could see the incredible journey that these wonderful young people have made. And I hope you do that, because I see it as I look out today. What a difference 4 years makes in your lives. So we share your pride and your parents' pride. You stood on the shoulders of classes before you, but you have done more than any class before you to elevate this college, and I am so deeply grateful to each one of you. You had the strongest academic profile of any class coming into this college before you. "60 of you came into the college as our first trustee scholars, including your student government president, Ryan Birch, our speaker, David Hunter, and 58 more. So here's to the trustee scholars. So then you went on to set a record for the highest percentage of students to attain Dean's List at the college. You created an engaged and effective student government at the college. You made the food better. You were pretty good at athletics. And very important, you held each other and this community through a very deeply felt loss of a beloved classmate. And you showed your humanity by continuing every day to hold him in your hearts. I told you yesterday at rehearsal I had a big announcement to make about you today, so now is the time. Your class has set a record for the highest percentage of students to graduate on time in the college's history, 8% higher. 8% higher than any class in the history of the college. And that is true for both the bachelor graduates and the associate graduates. You are a remarkable bunch, and I'm going to miss you deeply, and I'm going to watch the great things you do. My final teaching to you is a request. At the end of this ceremony, take a moment here at the reception later on in the day. Take a moment to thank the people who helped you to this day. Thank a classmate who did something that helped you. Especially thank your family who gave you support. And please find a faculty member or two who really made an impression on you, and let them know that they made a difference in your lives. So a final round of applause for everyone who helped you to be where you are today. Now I have the pleasure of introducing a real speaker who probably needs no introduction. So I met David, I think, when he came in to the trustee scholar dinner, and we all said, well, we better keep an eye on this one. Well, that was pretty hard to do. But without further ado, it's my honor and my pleasure to give up the microphone to David Hunter.
Thank you, Provost Akey, very much for the very kind introduction. I appreciate it. First off, I just want to say that Saturdays are for the boys. All right, we'll get started now. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready? Yeah, here we go. Well, it actually starts off President Brown, so I'll say that. President Brown, honored guests, faculty, trustees, families, friends, and above all, my fellow classmates of 2017. Let me begin by expressing my sincere gratitude. It is a profound honor to have this responsibility on this glorious day, our last day as students at Mount Ida College. The first time I stepped onto Mount Ida's campus was in October of 2012 for one of the admission open houses. I knew I wanted to become a funeral director, so I was sort of limited in my choice of college. And by limited, I mean literally 3, because not many colleges tend to keep dead people on their campus. I enjoyed the campus because it was exactly what I was looking for. It was small, and I'm pretty lazy, so I didn't have to walk far. And we were located right outside the hub of Boston. You gotta say it like that, Boston. As my parents and I went to the events during the day, I grew to like the college more and more. There, however, was one interaction, though, that really sealed the deal for me in my aspiration suit at Mount Ida. My parents were sitting outside one of the benches at the School of Applied Science. I went inside to tour the funeral facilities because what college student doesn't want to see the dead people on campus? When I came outside, they were talking to an older gentleman wearing a suit. I sort of just stood there awkwardly until they waved me to come over. I was walking over there thinking to myself, man, this school really is great. They invited an old guy to campus so he could check out the caskets he'll be needing any day now. I walked over, and this gentleman extended his hand, and he said, hi there. My name is Barry, and I am the president of Mount Ida. That interaction with President Brown was phenomenal. You know, I was confused in a way because I never thought the president of a college would take the time to go around and be so personable with someone who isn't even a student there yet. President Brown and I chatted for a couple minutes before he had to leave. But before he left, President Brown gave me his business card with all of his contact info. He said to call him if I needed anything. Fast forward a couple of months and I got in. Surprise. Not only was I accepted at Mount Ida, but I was also part of the first class to receive a Board of Trustees scholarship. I attended the scholarship dinner in February 2013. It was there I was able to meet other scholarship recipients. This interaction I had with my soon-to-be classmates allowed me to paint a picture of what the community would be like here at Mount Ida. Most of them are sitting in the crowd and walking across the stage here today. After getting to know some of my future classmates, I was very pleased to be surrounded by such great people. I felt even more determined to become part of the community here at Mount Ida. July 13th, 2013 is when I came to my new student orientation. It was my first real taste of what life would be like as a college student. The downtime and eating activities were the best part. This was when I was able to go around and meet with all the different people who were about to be my classmates. I met some of my closest friends at orientation, people who are still my friends today, and people who will be my friends for a lifetime. The 24 hours I spent at Ida felt like one. I had a blast and soon turned my attention to starting the school year come August. As the summer dwindled down, my excitement turned into nervousness. The eager feeling I had turned into feelings of butterflies in my stomach, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of feeling that right now. I was getting nervous. For the first time, I was stepping out of my comfort zone. Many thoughts were constantly entering my head. What if I didn't make any friends? Would I get good grades? Would people even like me? I'm assuming all similar feelings that my peers too shared at one point. The night before I left for school, I was sitting and talking to my parents. I shared with them all the concerns I had. That is when they reassured me that as long as I am kind to people, I will be okay. The simple advice really stuck with me. I kept telling myself as long as I was friendly, kind, and nice to others, then I will be able to make friends in no time. When the big day finally came, I remember sitting on my bed in my room in Wingate, where I lived for 3 years, so it's like home. I was on a floor comprised of mostly athletes, so being a NARP, which stands for non-athletic regular person, I felt like I would be the odd one out. You know, I would not be accepted by my fellow floormates. Right before my parents left, we said our goodbyes. They also reminded me to be kind, just like they told me the day before. Since that day, I've tried to be nothing but kind to every single person I met at Mount Ida. Whether someone is a fellow student, a professor, or just a face on campus, I've done nothing but try to kill them with kindness. I believe in doing so, I've been able to reach the potential I never thought was possible. During my time here, I've been a resident assistant, orientation ambassador, member of student government, president of an honor society, and most importantly, I've been a proud member of Mustang City. All of the roles that I filled, along with all the great people who have come and gone that I had the pleasure of meeting, I was able to do so because I was simply a kind person. Whether it was helping someone with a major issue or just saying a passing hi with a little head nod, these little gestures made all the difference. If I never had the attitude of being kind to each person I met, then I don't think I'd be standing here today. I personally believe that reputation is everything. If you have a positive reputation, then you will open many doors in front of you. It is said that someone makes their first impression of you in a mere 7-second time span. 7 seconds. Mustangs, it is up to you to decide what you want that impression to be. You know, as I wrote this speech and I thought of my interaction with you, my fellow students, and the individuals who I've met here at Mount Ida, as I sat there and I kept reliving the memories, it dawned on me that one of the main reasons I've enjoyed my time at Mount Ida so much is because everyone has reciprocated being kind to me. Whenever I needed help on an assignment, whenever I needed to borrow $5, which is pretty often, whenever I just needed a hug, the kind people of Mount Ida and Mustang City were there for me, even when they did not have to be. Most importantly, I hope no one forgets to be kind to the people that got them here. Your parents, friends, and family have all made great sacrifices to get you to this point today. As hard as we have worked to get here, I'm sure your loved ones have worked even harder. In doing so, they have made sacrifices along the way. So please do not forget to be kind to them, because they are truly the ones that deserve it the most. As we say goodbye to each other today and go on into the next journey they call the real world, and I actually plan on applying to the real world, the TV show. So I'm trying to push off working for a little longer. I realize it is the little things I'm going to miss the most. I'm going to miss attending the sports games. It's called the stable, right? The stable. Eating pancakes, the almost midnight breakfast, sitting in the dining commons for hours on end, and I literally mean that. Like from 9 to 4, I'd sit in there. There are too many to list. But what I'm going to miss the most is just seeing the same faces I've seen these past 4 years. And you're all beautiful people. Looking back at the last 4 years, the moments of kindness are the highlights. As a class, we have been through a lot, but we have gone through it together as one community. You know, I was thinking about this, and I ended up putting it in my speech. You know, when we look at the world we're entering as graduates, I fear that we as people are simply not kind to one another anymore. It's because of that I want to challenge you guys, because I truly do have faith in you to be that catalyst for change. I challenge you not to only be kind to yourself, but to be kind to the people around you. Dare to be kind to those who are different from you, no matter where they are from, what they look like, and what they believe. Pursue your life with effort, desire, drive, and valor. Give it your all. And friends, I believe that will be your true path to greatness. Congratulations to the class of 2017. I wish you nothing but success for years to come. Thank you for the memories. Be mighty. Have fun. R.I.P. Harambe. God bless you. Thank you. We are mighty.
Oh, Dave. Huh? Say what? Harambe. I remember meeting Dave that first weeks that he was before he came here. Now he follows me around with a tape measure and then goes back to the funeral management. I'm still breathing, Dave. Just slow down. I would ask Trustee Carmen Reese, please, to approach the podium and present our first candidate for the honorary degree.
How glad we are, President Brown, that you still breathe. President Brown, it's my distinct honor and privilege to present entrepreneur, role model, and activist, Ms. Francine Lafrac, for Mount Ina College's honorary degree.
We're honored to have with us today a woman of great accomplishments. Her many-faceted career includes being a filmmaker, a Broadway producer, entrepreneur, but most importantly, a role model and activist. You, Francine Lafrac, change lives every day in so many ways, especially for women and girls. And to all of us, that future of our world will be brighter. The most important role in your life, as you've said so many times, is to provide opportunities and to open doors, to empower. You've worked hard to provide women a hand up so that they have an opportunity to follow their dreams. You were born into a family of doers. Your father, Sam, built one of New York's biggest real estate empires, meeting the demands for post-World War II housing. Your parents were philanthropists and a role model who helped you set the stage in your own life. You emerged with your true calling at age 6. Your grandparents took you to a union meeting with hundreds of people in a room. You heard members lamenting they didn't have space for their next meeting. You instantly jumped on a chair and invited them to use your basement. Your grandparents thought that was cute. You knew your calling, helping others through a lifetime of philanthropy. You have continued to lead by example in your efforts to make a difference in the lives of others. Your commitment is evident every day in the work you do for Same Sky, the company that you founded and began by giving HIV-positive women who have survived Rwandan genocide the means to become economically independent and self-sufficient. They would learn how to craft stunning jewelry that they would sell around the world, but most importantly, they would learn how to find their fulfillment and purpose. With your support, they would find their dignity to lift themselves out of poverty. You came to this entrepreneurial idea while working on your film, 100 Days of Darkness, about the Rwandan genocide. You seized the opportunity to take what you had learned during the 5 years of making that film and to work on the ground helping those Rwandan women. It was at that time that you created Same Sky, a beautiful name that reflects how we all live under the same sky. With skillful hands, the Rwandan women craft new lives for themselves and their families with a sense of dignity, self-esteem. The women open bank accounts, they send their children to school, they buy homes, start businesses, and create sustainable lifestyles. You've now brought Same Sky to the United States, and it's now working to lift women who have been released from incarceration from the jail in Hudson County in Jersey City, thus empowering them with the skills and confidence to make their way into the world. You've spent your life as a public speaker and a leading voice to support women's issues, to open doors and to make a difference. You're an example for others to follow with your dedication to eradicating extreme poverty through job creation, promoting opportunities for women and for girls, home and abroad. The rewards are for everyone. As you've said, as much as I give, they give triple to me. For this amazing work, Francine Lafrac, Mount Ida College hereby presents you with the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. like to speak? Would you like to speak for a minute?
I'm so grateful and inspired to be here, and each one of you inspire me so much because I know what it took for you to get here. So I just hope that I can be a role model to you and you can be a role model to me. This school is a great school, and I thank every single one of you and congratulate you on this very special day in your life and in mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Would Trustee Reese please approach the podium and present the next candidate for honorary degree?
President Brown, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you a champion of justice, Judge Jonathan Tynes, for Mount Ida College's honorary degree.
Our next honorary degree recipient knows Mount Ida as well as each senior in today's audience. Judge Jonathan Tynes, did you ever think when you were a student here in the class of 1994 that you would one day be back on stage receiving an honorary doctorate? You've come full circle from your college robes to your judicial robes and back to wearing the colors of Mount Ida. Judge Tynes, you've paved a path for yourself from the days at Mount Ida and are an example to all of our students and graduates. After receiving your degree in liberal studies in 1994, you went on to Northeastern University to earn your law degree. A mere 5 years out of Mount Ida, you began as a prosecutor in the Suffolk District Attorney's Office. You also worked as a member of the Homicide Response Team in the Superior Court General Felony Unit. Another 5 years passed and your professional life accelerated. You became an assistant city solicitor in Cambridge and then on to the Roxbury Division of the Boston Municipal Court as an assistant district attorney. Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick put your name forth in 2013 as Associate Justice of the Boston Municipal Court, Roxbury Division. The Governor's Council unanimously affirmed that recommendation. The Governor said of your appointment, you will bring the bench extraordinary legal expertise, excellent judicial temperament, and demonstrated commitment to the fair administration of justice. Your work in the community has remained a large part of your life. In addition to serving as an assistant football coach at Randolph High School, you volunteer for youth sports, Special Olympics, and youth anti-violence programs. In recognition of all you do, you were selected the recipient of the Brian Ahonen Award for Excellence in the Courtroom and Community in 2009, and you were presented with the Mount Ida Distinguished Alumni Award in 2013. To all of us at Mount Ida, you are emblematic of the success to which we strive and for all who study here. Not only for your professional success, of which the college is very proud, but for your continuing commitment to our ideals of service and to mankind. It's our honor today to bestow your second Mount Ida degree, Doctor of Law honoris causa, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Judge Tynes. You do us very, very proud.
Well, thank you very much, President Brown. Thank you, everyone. And I'm so honored to be able to stand in front of you. Stand in front of people every day where I sit, really. And I don't take any stuff. I'm pretty tough, you know, when I'm on the bench. I'm nervous as can be standing in front of these great graduates of Mount Ida. But I really appreciate it. And I just want to say a special thank you to Professor Ron Lettieri, who none of you met. He was a great professor. You'll hear his name in a few minutes for the outstanding teachers that you've had. And my relationship with him has endured with me to this day, although he passed almost 20 years ago in 1998. But he was indicative of the professors that you have now. And I hope that you will continue to foster and grow those relationships that you have, because they will mean so much to you. Thank you so very much.
Would Trustee Reese please return to the podium to present our final candidate for honorary degree?
President Brown, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present Boston Police Commissioner William B. Evans for Mount Ida College's honorary degree.
Yes. A commencement speaker should be connected and know to whom he or she is speaking. The challenge is to find a person who best exemplifies what this commencement day means to our community and to our students. A quest for success that is achieved with fortitude and compassion. We search for a person who, like many of our students, understands what it means to work incredibly hard and to rise to the top. Using intelligence and perseverance, but with a compassion to understand the needs of family, community, and nation. We're proud to have such an extraordinary person to honor today and to address the class of 2017. Boston Police Commissioner William Evans. Commissioner Evans, when you crossed the finish line of the Boston Marathon for the 19th time a few weeks ago, it was once again a tribute to your ability to focus on the goal and what it takes to get there. You, William Evans, have exhibited that same tenacity and vision in all that you have done in your 35 years of service in the Boston Police Department. No challenge has been too great, and you have continued to serve as a leader and a role model. You are pure Boston, born and raised in Southie. You and your 5 brothers crammed into the second floor of a triple-decker. Tragically, you lost your mother when you were 3, a brother was gone before you were a teenager, and your father died when you were 13. Raised by your 4 older brothers, you made them proud by graduating from St. Sebastian School in Needham. Following a year of college study out of state, Boston lured you back, and you joined the Boston Police Department as a police cadet and became a police officer in 1982. You then graduated from Suffolk University. You worked hard to rise through the ranks and started your distinguished career as a patrolman. Here, you learned the importance of connecting with the community and were awarded the BPD's Medal of Honor for apprehending an armed robbery suspect. You continued to rise, scoring the highest grade in your class on the sergeant's exam. 5 years later, you earned one of the highest grades on the lieutenant's test, and in 1997, received the highest grade in your class on the captain's exam. You took to the role of captain well. First stationed in District 14, encompassing the Allston-Brighton section of Boston, you learned how to deal with the BPD's most densely populated district, and notably with more than 75,000 college students. That's not easy. You took college administrators on ride-alongs, spoke with students during orientation week regarding respect for their neighborhoods, and pressured landlords to be aware of public health and safety issues on their properties. In 2006, you transitioned to District 4, covering the South End and the Fenway. With experience in the community, you were elevated to superintendent in charge of the Bureau of Field Services, overseeing all 11 police districts, special operations, neighborhood crime watch, and management for all events in the city. Your communication skills and ability to connect played a major role in peaceful handling of Occupy Boston, Boston's 70-day occupation of Dewey Square, preventing violent protests that had cropped up in other cities. In 2013, all your expertise, skills, and stamina were called upon when you learned 2 bombs had exploded at the Boston Marathon. You had just finished running the marathon and immediately donned your uniform and headed to the temporary command post at the Westin Hotel. There, with Commissioner Edward Davis, the plan of action was underway, securing a perimeter around a 20-block radius, sweeping for secondary devices and beginning a long haul of processing evidence. You handled so many challenges in those days that followed. You secured the area around the Cathedral of the Holy Cross for the visit by President Obama and the First Lady. You assured their safe visits to victims at 5 hospitals. When Air Force One was safely headed back to Washington, you were involved in the manhunt for terrorists. You secured the area of the Watertown shootout and evacuated the nearby houses. You stayed on after the governor lifted the shelter-in-place order, took control of the scene, and became the incident commander during the standoff. Your order to officers to hold their fire allowed the suspect to be taken alive. In recognition of your stellar leadership, Boston Mayor Thomas Menino named you interim commissioner of the police department. Mayor Marty Walsh removed the word interim a few months later. All of us at Mount Ida are indebted to you and the role model you are for our students. When you visited our classes this past year, you spoke about the critical need for community programs and support for at-risk youth. Your open and genuine commitment to building and maintaining mutual respect and trust goes far beyond the police department and infuses itself into everyday life. And we need that more than ever. For all you do, from lowering the crime rate to championing community policing and the example you set for our graduating class, we are honored to have you as our commencement speaker. You are our hero, you are our model, you are one of the finest police commissioners in the United States. Trustee Reese, I am pleased to present the individual who many of us view as the best police commissioner in this country, with a degree of Doctor of Law, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibility appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Commissioner Evans. We are grateful to have you here today. Commissioner Evans, please take the floor and address the class.
Thank you, President, and I want to thank everyone, especially the students, for having me be a commencement speaker. Never in the wildest dreams growing up would I think that I'd be in front of a crowd like this, being a commencement speaker. But I guess it goes to the idea, if you work hard and you live your dream, you can be anything you want to be. And so, I just want to thank the board, everyone who made this happen today. I did have the privilege of coming out here in the fall, speaking to the criminal justice, majors, and I really enjoyed that. Within the last month, I had a nice tour of Mount Ida. I got to look at all the neat little dogs. They had Bengal, beagles, and I went home and I told my wife, we got to adopt one of those beagles, I got a crazy mutt at home. Anyone want, I'll trade it for one of those beagles any day. But my wife likes it, so I keep her, right, Terry? So. And then I toured, I went over and looked at the dental school, and, that was pretty impressive to see everybody working so hard. And although I hate dentists, just kidding there, just kidding, but. And, then I went to the forensic lab and toured that, and, and I know I'd love to see more candidates, obviously when they leave here, do what they want to do, but, law enforcement's a noble profession. I started back in 1980 as a police cadet, And as President has said, you know, I've been in this job really for 37 years. And, you know, it's been a great job, a lot of challenges. And, you know, I never thought or dreamed that I would be up here as the police commissioner leading 3,000 employees on our job. And they do a tremendous job every day. But obviously, you know, I'm really... I'm really impressed that, you know, the president told me 40% of this class are the first members of their family to come to college, and I think that's pretty impressive. You know, I was a first-generation college kid myself, and a lot of you overcame a lot of obstacles like I did, you know, and I want to commend you. I want to commend your family. It's quite an achievement. You know, I grew up in South Boston. You know, as the younger of 6 boys. You know, my mom died when I was an infant. She left my father with 6 boys under the age of 11. You know, having 3 children myself now, I can't even dream of ever having 6 little boys running around the house, but he did his best to bring us up. But, you know, I had the break of a lifetime, and I want that to be a learning lesson for everyone here. When a local Catholic priest named Father White came to my brothers when I was 14 years old and said, "I'm worried about William." He says, you know, he might go the wrong way. And he got me into a great school. And I always joke, I say, I didn't have the brains to get into St. Sebastian's, or did I have the money? But he was my savior. He was the guy that I think we all have to achieve, stepping into kids' lives and giving them an opportunity like I have. I went to that school. I took 3 buses there every day. I took 3 buses back. And that opportunity has really shaped my philosophy of policing because, you know, when I go around the streets and I do a lot of peace walks, I do a lot of youth police dialogues. You know, we got ice cream trucks. We do so much to try to build respect with the community. One thing I learned is there's no such thing as a bad kid out there. You know, every kid's a good kid. There's just kids that don't have the opportunities that you have, that a lot of people have. And us as students, when you leave here, and us as adults, we got to step into these lives like Father Paul White did for me and make a difference. And, you know, that's been a key part of my life. In coming up through the ranks, it made me a better guy because I think that's changed my philosophy. And I like my officers to have that mindset. We're not about locking kids up. We're about lifting the kids up, getting them jobs, getting them opportunities. And I think we've really made a difference. You know, our crime rate continues to go down, and our arrests continue to go down, and we'll continue to work hard. This job has gotten so much more difficult since I've come on. You know, we used to deal with crime, solely crime. Now we have to deal with terrorism. You know, everyone knows, and I know this class was just a freshman class when we had the Boston Marathon bombing back in, 2013, April 15th. You know, but that's a reality now. You know, we deal with trying to build strong police-community relations, which we're continually working hard. We're out there doing the peace walks. Nothing bothers me more than seeing a young kid shot on the streets of the city. You know, I stay awake at night worrying about it, and it's something we all have to work together to try to stop. I don't know what the magic potion is, but, you know, before I came here this afternoon, I had 2 young kids shot in Roxbury, and that's the stuff that ruins my day. So, you know, together we have to work to reach out to these young kids in the city because they don't have a lot, and give them that opportunity. You know, another issue that's challenged for us now is the whole idea of the immigration. I want you to know one thing and one thing only. The Boston police aren't the immigration police and will never be the immigration police. My grandparents came over here from Ireland. I think we're all came from immigrant families, and we're going to continue to work trust and with respect with our communities. You know, just last Friday, we had a youth police dialogue with a bunch of Somalian kids in Roxbury. And that's what we're all about, working with communities to make this community safer, to make it stronger. And so, you know, if anything I want you to leave here with is, you know, make sure you go out when you leave here and make a difference in a young kid's life. I have my offices now, we have a program called Bigs in Blue, where I have my offices, big brothers and big sisters, to a lot of the young kids in the audience, in the community, I'm sorry. And that's important. Not only does it build trust, but it gets that kid out of the community, gets them to get out on a boat. You know, I see some of these kids, they really don't have a prayer. And they weren't born into basically, you know, an unfair deck. They live it every day, and I see it. So we got to make a difference. One other really thing I want you to do also is be passionate about what you do. I've been in this job for 37 years, and I've always said, I have not gotten up one day where I haven't want to go to work. You know, I love this job, and you should love whatever you do. I don't know if I want to be a funeral director like Dave here. I don't know if I want him to handle my body. Although I probably get a discount, there's not much to me. So you got to be passionate about what you do. It's not all about the money. I see a lot of people out there working with the homeless, with the opiate addicted, which we all know is a terrible, you know, epidemic going around our city. The social workers working with the, you know, the families that have some problems. It isn't about the money. It's about what you want to do. It's what your passion is. Number two is, and I always say, is stay healthy. You know, a big part of my life has been running, as the president says. You know, I've done 52 marathons, and people say to me all the time, how do you do it? How do you do that job? And I always say, as long as I get up in the morning, and I do every morning at 4:45, and get my run in, there's nothing I can't achieve. So it's important that you stay healthy, both mentally and physically. Obviously, stay in the books. That's got me where I am. I continually take courses. You know, I just came back from Honorary, where I went to a Homeland Security school. You know, always keep your education going. And lastly, and most important, I want to thank the families behind you. You know, they're the most important thing you have in this world. You know, when you leave here, they're the ones that you're going to always rely on. And I see too many times in this job, families being torn apart. You know, make sure that you don't forget where you came from. You know, my 4 older brothers brought me up. We're still real close. I'll always appreciate what they did, and I want you to appreciate it. You know, tomorrow's a very special day, obviously. It's Mother's Day. I want to thank all the mothers who are here. I always remember a song when I was growing up. It was done by the Intruders. It's probably past your time, but it was always about, and it was one of my favorite songs. Even though I didn't know my mom, it was, I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You know, I'll always love my mama. She brought me in the world. You only get one, you only get one. So the most parting thing I want you to remember is, don't forget your family, don't forget your mother, and I wish you all the best of success. And don't get in trouble, all right? I don't want to see any of this. Good luck, good luck. Good luck.
Mount Ida is a great college. Takes a couple of things to have a great college. It takes great students. Check. Yeah. And it takes a great faculty. And we are blessed to have an extraordinary faculty. It's one of my greatest pleasures to have the honor to present the awards for excellence in teaching at this college. It is the most important thing we do. It's what our faculty breathe and live for and are passionate about. They have challenged you, they have supported you, mentored you, encouraged you, sometimes failed you. Choosing excellence from a group that epitomizes excellence is a really difficult thing, and we have a nominating process every year where you nominate faculty for these awards. The Ronald J. Lettieri Award, and it was wonderful hearing Judge Tynes give us a personal remembrance of Dr. Lettieri, has been presented since 1999 to recognize excellence in teaching among our full-time faculty. Our tradition is to have the prior year's Lettieri Award winner introduce this year's award winner. So I would like to ask Professor Ali Yungai of the Veterinary Technology Program to come forward to present the award.
Thank you. So Sarah Stopura is a licensed funeral director and embalmer in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. She has been actively practicing in the field of funeral service for the past 15 years. Throughout her career, she has earned several certifications, including Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, Certified Pre-Planning Consulting, and Certified Cremation Service Provider. She graduated from Framingham State University with a Bachelor of Arts and is currently pursuing her master's degree in education in instructional technology at Framingham State University. And she's scheduled to complete her degree in the summer of 2017. A full-time faculty member of the Funeral Service Education Department at Mount Ida College for the past 3 years, Sarah teaches across the funeral service curriculum, instructing in a variety of both arts and science courses. When she's not in the classroom, Sarah continues to stay connected to the industry through her work as a funeral director in the Merrimack Valley. In her own words, she said, having the opportunity to be in the classroom every day with future funeral professionals is a lifelong dream. And she adds, I'm truly the luckiest woman in the world to get to do what I do here at Mount Ida. Congratulations, Professor Sarah Stopura.
In addition to the full-time faculty, our adjunct faculty members are a very important part of this college. They bring the real-world practical skills and experience to you in the classroom. We're delighted to award this year our 3rd annual award for excellence in teaching for an adjunct faculty member. This year's recipient is Professor Daniel Kornrumpf. He brought his fan club. Dan earned a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from Kutztown University in Pennsylvania, where he studied painting and furniture design. He then received a Master of Fine Arts from the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts in painting. Dan has been shop monitor in the School of Design for close to 10 years He now teaches the furniture design course in the interior architecture and design program as well. He is a committed teacher who provides the highest quality teaching to his students. He gives students the scaffolding they will need to take on any creative direction they find themselves in. In Dan's art practice, he has exhibited paintings and embroideries in numerous museums, including the De Cordova Museum and Asheville Art Museum, as well as many acclaimed galleries and institutions, including Art Basel in Miami. His artwork is currently represented through Blank Space Gallery in New York City. In 2013, Dan won the very competitive Massachusetts Cultural Council grant for craft. Please join me in congratulating Professor Dan Cornell. I announced the masters. So I think you've seen it. We will now begin the presentation of degrees. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? President Brown, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Management.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Mount Ida College and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby award the degree of Master of Science in Management with all of the rights, privileges, honors appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the commencement hosts please escort the master's degree candidates to the stage?
Evelyn J. Edouard, Management. Holly Ann Arkadapani, Management. Jacob Boucher Cormier, Management. Alyssa Ann Delgenio, Management. Nicolette Kayla Leone Gordon, Management. Augusta Hannell, Management. Good, how are you? Gordon Taylor Hayner, Management. Megan Amanda Hernberg, Management. Chance Lavelle Holland, Management. Robert Edward Karolidis, Management. Takia Lee, Management. Anne Marie McDonough, Management. Isabel Victoria Moody, Management. Lindsay Schubert, Management.
Will the candidates for the bachelor degree please rise? Bachelor degree. All bachelor degree. All. I need to see all 40% of the on-time graduates. I know, really. President Brown, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Art and Bachelor of Science. Each candidate has successfully completed the course prescribed for his or her respective degree.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Mount Ida College and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby award the degree of Bachelor of Art and Bachelor of Science, respectively, with all of the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
Now you may be seated until your row is called. Commencement hosts, could you please escort the baccalaureate degree recipients to the stage?
The baccalaureate degree recipients are led by the class valedictorian, Ida Pitnerova, summa cum laude. Nicole Kimberly Hansel, interior architecture, summa cum laude. Luke Bibber, criminal justice. Corey Patrick Brindamore, graphic design, magna cum laude. Kaylee Mae Lutz, criminal justice, cum laude. Kayla Jean Arthur, veterinary technology, cum laude. Alexandria Lee Ballard, dental hygiene. Brianna Dale Bannister, veterinary technology. Rebecca Claire Bolio, funeral home management. Flora Caroline Ellen Bendiger, dental hygiene, cum laude. Hannah Morgan Bellavance, veterinary technology. Elena Bennett, veterinary technology. Talia Grace Berry, veterinary technology. Caitlin Marie Barabee, dental hygiene. Jessica Marie Blanchard, dental hygiene. Krissa Lynn Branco, veterinary technology. Chanel Latrice Bray, applied forensic science. Jamie Elizabeth Carney, veterinary technology, cum laude. Alexandria Marie Karen, veterinary technology. Kimberly Lynn Carino, Dental Hygiene. Brianna Lee Carroll, Veterinary Technology. Ashley Francis Cantizone, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Shampoo, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Julie Chow, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Miranda Rose Costa, Veterinary Technology. Shauna E. Crosby, Veterinary Technology, magna cum laude. Angelina DePrizio, Veterinary Technology. Samantha Marie Detrosorian, Veterinary Technology. Danielle Marie Doucette, Dental Hygiene. Abigail Andrea Drossick Cole, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Kristen Ann Fader, Veterinary Technology. Erin Elizabeth Fairfield, Dental Hygiene. Melanie Ann Flanagan, Veterinary Technology. Brandon Richard Forrest, Applied Forensic Science, summa cum laude. Kelsey Fry, Veterinary Technology. Daniel Gago, Dental Hygiene. Karina Marie Garcia, Veterinary Technology. Alexis Janelle Garcia Smith, Dental Hygiene. Sarah Martha Gianetti, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Rachel Catherine Griffin, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Samantha Hansen, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Emily Joan Hines, Veterinary Technology. Allison James, Dental Hygiene. Sherry Ellen Jameson, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Denola Yaupi, Dental Hygiene. Shauna Marie Jewell, Veterinary Technology. Nicole Ursula Keenan, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Kirsten Kirchhoff, Veterinary Technology. Michaela Page Knob, Dental Hygiene. Alexandra Kate Lally, Veterinary Technology. Laura Jean LaMonica, Veterinary Technology. Michelle Lynn McDonald, Dental Hygiene. Kimberly Nicole Mayer, Veterinary Technology. Shanova Lee Markle, Applied Forensic Science. Jill Elizabeth McCaffrey, Veterinary Technology. Michaela Rose McDonald, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Luciana Medici, Veterinary Technology. Tori Mancini, Applied Forensic Science. Tisha Murray, Applied Forensic Science, magna cum laude. Okay. Ifawa Abile Okiki, Dental Hygiene. Rebecca Ann Otis, Veterinary Technology. Nicole Andrea Paveo, Biology. Felicia May Pelletier, Veterinary Technology. Erin Marsh Riley, Veterinary Technology, magna cum laude. Alicia Ann Ritchie, Veterinary Technology. Ori Rivas, Veterinary Technology, magna cum laude. Tommy Ann Elizabeth Reynolds, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Lauren Rachel Samia, Biology. Kelly Ann Schroeder, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Ariana Giselle Serrano, Veterinary Technology. Amy Marie Taveras, Veterinary Technology. Shannon Wiona Thayer, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Dawn M. Thomas, Applied Forensic Science, summa cum laude. Casey Tiersch, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Jessica Lynn Triarchis, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Sally Ann Hong Vu, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Alexandra Marie Weiss, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. Julianne Marie Weiss, Veterinary Technology, cum laude. James Wolf, Applied Forensic Science, magna cum laude. Sarah Zaransky, Veterinary Technology. Tinia K. Folks, Dental Hygiene.
Next school.
Oh.
Yep. Next, we have the School of Business, assisted by Dean Sharon McKechnie. Mark Ryan Allen, Business Administration, cum laude. Sean Anthony Bernardo, Sport Management. Jonathan Berry, Business Administration. Devin Charles Broadley, Sport Management. James Brunson, Sport Management. Ryan Thomas Birch, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Zing Chu Suwan, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Michaela Karen Clement, Business Administration. Chad Austin Coelho, Business Administration, cum laude. Joshua Taylor David, Business Administration. Ethan Dominic Hudson Dujan, Business Administration. Geisberger? Krista Lorraine Geisberger, Business Administration. Jonathan Matthew Goolsby, Business Administration. What degree? What degree? What's your degree? What degree? Matthew Greenman, Business Administration. Gina Guerrera, Business Administration, cum laude. Hassan. Nasira Hassan, Business Administration, cum laude. Monica Sherry Janerain, Business Administration. Jonathan David Legou, Sport Management. Jade. What's that one? Jay Lee, Business Administration. Ziron Lee, Business Administration, cum laude. Edward. Matthew Edward Martin, Sport Management. Getting backed up. Colleen Patricia McGordy, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Caitlin Mullenfort, Business Administration. Jesse Thomas Nelson, Business Administration, cum laude. Jeffrey Perez, Business Administration. Nicole Renee Petit, Sport Management, summa cum laude. Melquan Marquise Pigney, Sport Management. Joseph Christopher Ramsey, Sport Management. Ashley Marie Reynolds, Business Administration. Justin Richard, Business Administration. Tyler Maxwell Rogers, Business Administration. Sarah Elizabeth Schmadke, Business Administration, cum laude. Hello. Andrew Jason Shaw, Business Administration, cum laude. George Leslie Shipley III, Business Administration. Shwegu Song, Business Administration. Almost. Lucas Strauka, Sport Management. Talabi, right? Fauzi Talabi, Sport Management. Thomas Edward Thompson, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Jalika Powell Vars, Sport Management. Zoe Chan, Business Administration. Alexander Valukas, Business Administration, cum laude. Jackson T. Yeager IV, Business Administration, cum laude.
Molly Patricia Alkenberg, Fashion Merchandising and Marketing, cum laude. Osama Mohammed Alosis, Graphic Design. Maxwell Thomas Anderson, Game Art, magna cum laude. Libby Kate Andresen, Fashion Design, cum laude. Sarah Haskell Anzalone, Fashion Design. Jamie Leanne Ashley, Fashion Design, cum laude. Danielle Lee Barnaby, Interior Architecture, cum laude. Brandon Biden, Fashion Merchandising and Marketing. Hannah Jean Brackett, Fashion Design, cum laude. Jabari Bradley, Game Art. Noelle Campbell, Graphic Design, cum laude. Anthony Cruz, Graphic Design, cum laude. Michael Kyler, Game Art. Perrin Darden, Fashion Design, cum laude. Brea Davis, Fashion Design. Tiffany Renee Fetter, Fashion Merchandising and Marketing, magna cum laude. Christine Marie Gallart, Fashion Design, cum laude. Jeffrey Daniel Goodian, Graphic Design. Christina Helen Hopkins, Fashion Design, magna cum laude. Deja M. Inlos, Game Art. Brian Devin Kenny, Game Art. Kazi Costigan, Fashion Merchandising and Marketing, summa cum laude. Carrie LaBerge, Interior Architecture and Design. Cole Alex Davis, Game Art. Michaela McSeveny, Interior Architecture, cum laude. Lindsay McKenna, Fashion Merchandising and Marketing, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Lee Meserve, Interior Architecture, cum laude. Masami Miyashita, Fashion Design, cum laude. Kathleen Monahan, Interior Architecture, magna cum laude. Juviana Nunez, Animation. Daniel Ortiz Jr., Game Art and Animation. Melissa Marie Pastor, Interior Architecture. Taylor Jean Porter, Interior Architecture, magna cum laude. David Richardson, Fashion Merchandising and Marketing. Hannah Grace Smith, Fashion Design, summa cum laude. Leah Ruth Truesdell, Interior Architecture. Troy O'Neill Wade, Graphic Design. Yutong Wu, Fashion Design, cum laude. Xiaoyi Chang, Fashion Merchandising. Hannah Marie Labont, Fashion Merchandising and Marketing. Lauren Patricia Lopresti, Interior Architecture, magna cum laude.
The School of Social Sciences and Humanities, assisted by Dean Brad Hastings. Tyler John Grothusen, Criminal Justice. Two-Race J. Armbrust, Criminal Justice, magna cum laude. Cody Lee Burdick, criminal justice, magna cum laude. Ashley Joyce Carpenter, general psychology. Number 43, Sean Shanova, criminal justice. Janique Cofield, professional studies and education. Brandy Lee Devens, professional studies and education, magna cum laude. Vlasi Dooney, criminal justice. Marissa Kathleen Dwyer, criminal justice. Corey James Euxter, criminal justice. Michelina Mary Fiola, criminal justice. Shane Patrick Flaherty, criminal justice. Gabrielle Flewelling, the next part. Psychology, cum laude. These kids. Brittany Jean Hennessy, professional studies and education, summa cum laude. Adam Keval, professional studies and education, cum laude. Samantha Marie LaFerriere, criminal justice, magna cum laude. Derek Edward Maines, political science and history. Chandra Janice Marion, professional studies and education. Angelique Martinez, criminal justice. Michael Mazza, criminal justice. Michael's degree is being awarded posthumously. Accepting his diploma are his sister, Michelle Mazza, a junior at the University of Mississippi, and Michael's parents, Don and Dara Mazza. Kelsey Lynn McSweeney, psychology. Travis Michael Palaz, criminal justice, cum laude. Luke John Pugsley, criminal justice, summa cum laude. Molly Rose Pugsley, developmental psychology. Erica Moniz Romalo, psychology. Finora Mary Rodriguez, psychology, summa cum laude. Wyatt Andrew Sullivan, criminal justice. Rebecca Hebner, Psychology. Alexa Justine Jabor, Professional Studies and Education. Caitlin Jesse, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Gian Carlos Wilson, Criminal Justice. Mayuko Yamamoto, Professional Studies and Education. Brianna Michaud Santiago. Danielle Nicole Murphy, Criminal Justice, summa cum laude. Emma Lenore Nazari, English, cum laude. Pierline Pierrot, Psychology. Oh yeah, sorry, I apologize. And now for the final bachelor's degree, Mr. David Joseph Hunter, Funeral Home Management, cum laude.
Will the candidates for associate degree please rise? President Brown, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Associate of Art and Associate of Science. Each candidate has successfully completed the course prescribed for his or her respective degree.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Mount Ida College and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby award the degree of Associate of Arts and Associates of Science, respectively, with all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the commencement hosts please escort the associate degree recipients to the stage?
Kathleen Arbaca Hernandez, Dental Hygiene, summa cum laude. Vanya Aguilar, Dental Hygiene. Natalie Bishop, Dental Hygiene. Alexis Christine Boswell, Dental Hygiene. Siobhan Ann Brooks, Dental Hygiene. Kaylee Cassidy, Dental Hygiene. Michaela Chenevert, Dental Hygiene. Kathleen Clare, Dental Hygiene. Kayla Paige Collins, Dental Hygiene. Allison Chanel DeRocher, Dental Hygiene. Helen Dang Doe, Dental Hygiene. Elise Ida Feldman, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Molly Marie Hildreth, Dental Hygiene. Casey Elizabeth Kearns, Dental Hygiene. Alexandra Marie Lincoln, Dental Hygiene. Barina Malik Bigovic, Dental Hygiene. Danielle Christina Reynolds, Dental Hygiene. Emily Ann McConnell, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Kelsey Lee McCullough, Funeral Service, cum laude. Alexi Rose Minicucci, Dental Hygiene. Cheyenne Michelle Moore, Funeral Service, summa cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Napier, Dental Hygiene. Jocelyn Louise Orlowski, Funeral Service. Jessica Thompson, Dental Hygiene. Amber Lynn Thrush, Dental Hygiene. Haley Elizabeth Toner, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Courtney Travers, Dental Hygiene. Danielle Hayes Verocchi, Dental Hygiene. Jenna Wright, Dental Hygiene, cum laude. Melinda Young, Veterinary Technology, summa cum laude. Morgan Ashley Frati, Dental Hygiene. Jahira Teresa Haggerty, Veterinary Technology. Jessica Higgins, Dental Hygiene. Rosenberg Bart Delgado, Dental Hygiene. Janelle Greco, Dental Hygiene. Nicole Paddock, Funeral Service, cum laude. Juanita Danielle Perez, Veterinary Technology. Anjulia Catherine Ryder, Funeral Service, summa cum laude. Zadie Shear, Funeral Service. Last but not least. Gabrielle Kim Shapiro, Veterinary Technology, summa cum laude.
Would the graduates, would all the graduates please rise? Yeah. Once again, I would like to salute your families. Your accomplishments are rooted in the support of your families, whether by birth or by choice. Please turn, all of you, and I know this is hard now, but please turn that way and face them and honor them with the biggest round of applause you've ever given. I ask that everyone remain standing and join us for singing our college alma mater. Oh yeah, sung by Abby Sid Emily O'Connell, and I think Harley Alden, 2 out of 3. Hello there. Following the alma mater, please, we've lost control. Following the alma mater, please remain standing for the benediction as read by Rabbi Elise Winnick.
As we turn the pages of our lives, the memories shared together here will never disappear. You taught us more than only books could teach. Our dreams and goals are all within our reach. Mount Ida, we'll always call you home. Mustang City, we cheer the green and white. Our family, our team, and our community. You taught us more than only lessons learned. The value of each friendship that we've earned. Mount Ida, we will always call you home. Mount Ida, we will always call you Mount Ida. We will always call you Mount Ida. We will always call you home.
For the assembled, now the benediction, the services, these events from Rabbi Elise Winnick.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Ruler of the universe, so many journeys, interlocking, intersecting, overlapping, a tapestry of dreams. As these travelers march forward into the future they have begun to build, we ask for your blessing upon those journeys, on the highways and the byways, the paths with clear destination and the serendipitous diversions, for the accomplishments and the disappointments, the soaring and the stumbling blocks. May the self-discovery of their time here continue to reveal to them new gifts, and may they use their learning in the service of justice in our world. May the cultivation of spirit which has framed their student years be the backdrop to all they will experience in time to come. May their families continue to be blessed by their gratitude and by the work of their hands. May they step forward with confidence, even in the face of challenge, and may they carry those who love them ever in their hearts. We thank you, God, for the gift of their presence, and we pray that we too will carry them with us, even as we bid them farewell. Congratulations.
Now take your tassels and put them onto the left. I invite all of those assembled with us to join us, the trustees, faculty, and staff of the college, for a reception at the campus center. On behalf of the entire Mount Ida College community, I extend congratulations to all of our graduates. Our commencement ceremony is now at an end. Godspeed to all of you, and congratulations.